So today is the day that has finally arrived for us to put the frame on the floor of Glow. And hopefully we can put the whole floor down today. That's the total goal. Got me some supplies, got my work gloves. Let's get to it, man.
You should feel this heaven all the time for the one you love. If you're ready, make the worlds collide for the one you love. I'm trying to see the fault lines, the trails running cold. You've got me pushing all in. I'm hoping you fall. Your touch, it puts me at ease. Your skin is soft like a cloud. You keep my heart in a cage, and you won't let it out. I've been lost in your eyes since our paths were alive. I'm trying to figure you out, but I'm in no state of mind. You could feel this heaven all the time.
So what I decided to do, gang, those was 8-foot beams. I decided to cut them down into 4-foot beams. Just cut them right in half. So I had 5 of them. Now I got 10. Yeah, smart snatcher math. You know, we don't die, we multiply. Yeah.
Stars alive for the one you love. If you're ready, make the worlds collide for the one you love.
So I thought cutting these boards would make it a little easier to figure out its configuration, but I see now this is going to take some planning, gang. I'm gonna have to strategize a little bit. Give me a second. So the problem I feel like I may have is I may not have enough boards to evenly distribute the weight when we're walking and moving around in the van. So to solve that problem, I think I have a solution. I'm going to take these boards that I just turned 5 into 10 and cut them in half again and turn them into 20. Let's see if I can get some better results with that. So I am feeling a little bit more confident in this layout than I was the first one, but let me ponder it over a little bit and decide if this is what I'm gonna go with it or not. Because once I stick it, that's where it's gonna be. Yeah. So I believe I decided that the smart thing to do would be to get the plywood and lay it down and see exactly where it would land, and if I believe that the frame would support where it lays. So the goal is to keep it from where the cuts meet at from moving when you walk on it. So let's try it and see if it lands in the right space. Well, technically, since the plywood is cut to this exact match of this foam board, and the foam board is a lot lighter, maybe I'll try that to see where it lands. Let's go. I think I'm happy with the way that looks. So we're gonna go ahead and put this glue on, gang. Get it down and get it popping. Let's go. Yeah. As you can see, I done went ahead and went for it, put my trust and faith in the Lord. We're gonna see what happens, gang. I got it sitting up. I'm gonna go read the directions on the bottle to see how long it takes for it to actually dry, and I'm gonna go from there. And I don't know if I'm gonna wait until these are done or if I'm gonna go do the rest, but I'm gonna read the directions first. And depending on what the directions say is how I'm gonna proceed forward. By now, you done watched a few videos, and Nikki's always telling me to read instructions. In fact, you see what happened the last time I didn't take her advice. So this time, I did just that. I took her advice, read all the instructions, and guess what it told me, gang? It takes 24 hours to cure. So what I'm gonna do now is glue down all the frames, put the plywood, and find all the weight I can find and sit it on top of the plywood for 24 hours and see what that get us tomorrow. I got it all glued down, got it weighed down. Now we just gotta give it 24 hours to see what it do. Stay tuned. Now we're gonna give it 24 hours to let it do its thing. We're gonna come back there and check on that tomorrow. But real quick, some of the things that I noticed while putting it down was that this stuff here, gang, we're not sponsored by any of this. But this right here, this Loctite stuff, PL Max, this is what I tried. And we're gonna see how it do, and I'll let you know. I'll give you an honest opinion and see how well it grabs, how well it holds. But I will say this, I've noticed with the first one I put on, I think I kind of put a lot, right? I ain't no kind of, I did put a lot, as you seen. I went to reposition it and it already was grabbing. I couldn't lift it back up off of there. So let's see what happens. It said it takes 24 hours to cure. So we're gonna allow it to do its thing. We'll go from there. Yeah. It's been a full 24 hours. And you know, I told you that that glue needs 24 hours to adhere, to cure completely. It's what the directions said. Nikki got on me by reading directions. I followed it to the T. Now, we're gonna see if it worked, gang. Hopefully, it is stronger than nails could ever be. But anyway, let's get out here and check it out. Let's go. I think what I'm going to do is pick the one with the less glue, which looks like that one. Let's see what it do. Okay. Oh, it's on there, gang. It is on there. I am extremely surprised how tight that wood is on there. Like, I could not budge it. I was a little worried because I touched the glue that spilled out from under the wood and it was rubbery feeling. It had some give to it. So I'm like, man, that's not good. But it's tight, but it's rubbery. But at the same time, I guess I should have read the directions even further because I bet it says not to put that much on there. Either way, I'm happy with how that felt. So next, we gotta get the foam board cut. And how I'm gonna cut the foam board? Well, God put something in my head for me to try. Because if y'all know, if y'all remember, I cut the foam board so it'll fit in the contours of the van, of the crevices in the shape of the van. But that was before I thought about putting down frame. Now, I'm gonna have to figure out how to cut it with the frame down and make sure each piece fits through that frame as best as possible. Check it out, gang, what God put in my head. I'm not saying nobody's never did this before, but what come in my mind is to get some razor blades and put it on the sides of the frame and then push down on the foam board and see if that's gonna give me the perfect place to cut. Because in theory, it should line up. If I put the blades on either side of that framing wood, then I should know exactly where it needs to be cut at. Let's try it and see if that theory works. right, I'm about to cut this bad boy out. Before I do that, I had to take off some layers, gang. I had like 3 layers on. I had to come off my vest and them 2 other sweaters and just put me on a good old work hoodie and get to it. Because we're gonna see if this thing is gonna work and it's gonna require my concentration. But let's cut this bad boy out. Next thing, gang, we need to get out here and see if it works. Well, we don't cross no fingers. We pray to God. Yeah. I don't know if I could have planned that any better. That is awesome. Look at there. Snug as a bug in a rug. Man. So for a slight second there, I thought about using some paint. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I was like, I don't know if taking this time to put these blades on each of these boards is gonna be worth my time. You know, I can just paint the boards, which still may work. Paint each board, press it on there, and see if I can get them same straight lines out of there. Because as you can see though, them razor blades was perfect. I don't know if I can get paint to be as perfect as that, but man, that is awesome. To God be the glory. I think we on to something. Painted the 2x4s and pressed that down on there. And let's see if I could do anything with that besides make a mess. Let's see what happens, gang. This day 2, gang. I don't know what the fish snatcher happened, but the camera did some weird glitching out thing. I don't know if it got too cold. I don't know if unidentified drones is flying over the air. Something happened, but anyway, the camera quit working on me. The last part that I did was the razor blade. I told you about the paint. I can't even remember what the other one I told you I might try was. So this is where I stopped at before the camera glitched on me. I got my 3 lines cut out there, and I didn't get to tell you what I was trying to do. I'm trying to cut these spaces out and then just put the board right on top of the spaces. But what I wanted to show you, let's see there gang? That's the paint marks. All right, gang, so what I did was take my razor blade and cut the back ends because the paint didn't get it as clear as the razor blade did. I know I could have put my other holders on there how I did the other blades, but That takes a long time, gang. I just took me a little razor. And speaking of that, so as you already know, God doesn't make any mistakes. The camera froze on me and messed up on me, so I had to stop recording. Well, it's a good thing that it did because, as you know, I was using this razor blade right here. You can see right here, my cuts came out horrible because I couldn't get all the way through the board. You see on that side, it came out nice and neat, but because it didn't go all the way through, I was left with all of this, as you see there. So today, I purchased one of these bad boys. And look how long I can make that. Now look at my cuts. That's now, and that is before. What a difference, right? Yeah. Again, God makes no mistakes. Cuts like butter, as Nikki said. So what I'm gonna do now, gang, is recommend that anybody that cuts foam board use a razor blade. You know, when I first did it, I used a jigsaw. I can't remember if I used the jigsaw or I used the hand saw, but I used a saw, and it cuts a whole lot better with just a standard razor blade. Yeah. First fit was a little too snug, so I'm going to hit it with the razor blade a little bit more just to make it fit without me forcing it.
When I walk in the room, all lies when I walk in the room, no lies when I walk in the room, I am the truth, do it now, boom. Heads turn when I walk in the room, all lies when I walk in the room, no lies when I walk in the room, 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 boom, 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 boom. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just.
So it's the next day, and I'm back to finish attacking that floor. We're gonna get that foam board in there. We already asked God to give us the skill, to give us the strength, to give us the courage, to give us the wisdom. Now it's up to us, because faith without works, you already know. Let's get it.
Tune up the 808 baseline check. They stay complacent, me, I'm a threat. Big moves only how I connect. Living it large, no need to reflect. Came from the bottom, now I'm on deck. They get stuck while I progress. Can tell where it's going, I've seen this, I know all your steps. And we over that, tell me what's next. Follow me, I'll show you what's next. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch yourself cause we making them sweat. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them move. Turn up the beat and blow out the fuse. We too wild for somebody to snooze. Me or you, look who they gon' choose. You know who they choose.
It took me 2 tries, but we got it. To God be the glory. Yeah.
I can see the future and it's looking like profit. So tune up the 808 baseline check. They stay complacent, me, I'm a threat. Big moves only how I connect. Living it large, no need to reflect. Came from the bottom, now I'm on deck. They over that. Tell me what's next. Come on, everybody, follow me. I'll show you what's next. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch your step, cause we making them sweat. Yeah, you ain't doing nothing unless you making them.
So I got it all done, gang. Minus that piece. I broke that off. Nikki always say I'm being too rough, so don't tell her what I did, gang. She might not never know.
Do you want to get to know me? Get your confidence up. 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 Get your confidence up.
So this is the last piece, gang. Let's see if we can get this thing installed, and then we can move on to finally finishing off this floor by putting on the plywood. We're almost finishing it off. But that'll be it for this video.
Get your confidence up. 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 Get your confidence up.
Tune up the 808 baseline check. They stay complacent, me, I'm a threat. Big moves only how I connect. Living it large, no need to reflect. Came from the bottom, now I'm on deck. They get stuck while I progress. Can tell where it's going, I seen this, I know all your steps. And we over there, tell me what's next. Follow me, I'll show you what's next. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch your step, cause we making them sweat. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch your step, cause we making them sweat. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat.
Get your confidence up. 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 Get your confidence up.
So there you have it, gang. It's all done. The installation is down. It's not the prettiest I ever seen, but am I happy? I am. First time ever doing it. I don't think I did too bad. Got a couple of little gaps. Well, that's to be expected. Nothing could be perfect, right? Now I need to move on to putting on the actual birchwood subfloor. Yeah.